What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to Driven by DN. My name is Donald. Today we're going to be talking about this beautiful luxury car that no one ever bought. Right behind me is a 2012 Fisker Karma. Today we're going to be looking around it. I'll talk a little bit about it, then we'll take it on a spin. Without further ado, let's get right into it. Now, hopping right into it, of course, it being a Fisker, we have to talk about the Fisker design. Now, Henrik Fisker designed his car. Same person who designed the BMW Z8, Aston Martin DB9, and a bunch of other beautiful, beautiful machines. This Fisker does not lack in any of those departments. You can see the interior and exterior are perfect. The proportions are awesome. The lines are nice and curvy. Gives it a really futuristic design. Now, keep in mind, this vehicle was made in 2012, over 13 years ago, and it looks pretty much like a 2020 and up. You can see the lines are good, the lights are LED, everything like that. Now, when this was made back in 2012, it was meant to be a competitor to the Tesla Model S. They both had starting prices of over $100,000. Now, this particular one is not all electric. However, it's always powered by electricity. Now, let me get into what that means. Basically, what that means is the 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, sourced by GM, by the way, powers as an generator. So basically it charges the electric motors and the battery. That way it delivers that to the wheels. Now, the car makes 402 horsepower and it's kind of a plug-in hybrid, you could say, but it acts as kind of a generator into electricity type situation. Basically 403 horsepower, excuse me, and about 35 to 40 electric only mile range when it was brand new. Let's take a look under the hood. Alright, under the hood you see this 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder. This is sourced by GM, and what this basically does is acts as a generator to provide power for that 20 kilowatt battery. Now you can see it's a very nice engine bay. You can see the chassis reinforcement and everything like that, strut bar, beautiful things like that. Alrighty, taking a walk around the 2012 Fisker Karma. Starting at the front, you can see these beautiful fully LED taillights right here. Coming down to the bumper, you can see a very nice grille area, as well as your parking sensors are down there as well. Coming over to the side, you can see these beautiful 22-inch wheels. They're absolutely massive, but they look amazing on this car. You can see it goes really well with the side profile of this car. Stepping back, just looks really sleek. Reminds me kind of the Porsche Taycan a little bit. Kind of how it's designed. Now, keep in mind, this car is a 2012 and it looks this good. You can see door handles are flush. They are electronic release. Coming up here, you do get a solar roof as well, so that kind of helps charge the battery as well when you're parking under the sun. Kind of slope back design, coupe-like design, of course. Coming back here, you do get LED tail lights. The Fisker logo there, of course. Coming down here, kind of like simulated exhaust pipes. Parking sensors and backup camera, of course, back here. Coming to the other side, you can see beautiful design over here as well. Now, like I said, this is both gas and electricity. With that being said, it does have a fuel cap on the right side of the vehicle, as well as on the left side. You do get a charging point, so you can plug up when you're at home or when you have a place to plug in right there. All right, let's go take a look at that beautiful interior. All right, taking a first look at this Fisker Karma interior, you can see this one has the very beautiful tan interior. You can see half of the seat is kind of leather and the other half is like a suede-ish material. This Fisker is a 4-seat configuration, so if you look at the back right here, you can see there is a tunnel that goes straight through the back right here, making this a 4-seater vehicle. Hopping in and everything, you can see beautiful steering wheel. Everything is nicely proportionate, nicely designed and everything. Coming to the center stack, get this really futuristic design right here. As well as your electronic gear shifter right here, as well as all your window controls are here as well. Now, these cup holders, one of the most interesting things I've seen on this car is these cup holders. They are very, very small. Like, this is my hand for comparison. And I don't have big hands. These are very small. Like, you could probably barely fit a water bottle in there. But taking a look up here, you can see it has some beautiful gauges as well. Some signal stocks shared with GM right here, as well as that mirror switch over there. Now coming down here, you do get the open button for this door right here. You can see on the door panel, absolutely beautiful as well. Leather right here, a little bit of suede and more leather down here. Premium materials all around this vehicle. Coming down here, you get your trunk release, fuel door, as well as your electronic parking brake. Let's go ahead and start this Fisker up. It is push button start, keyless entry of course. And for those wondering, that's what the startup of a Fisker Karma sounds like. You can hear the air conditioning whirring to life. Screens are coming on. Let's go ahead and turn that off. You see super nice right here. Now getting into a little bit more about the interior features of this Fisker, let's take a look first at the steering wheel. You can see on the left side, get your media controls with your volume up and down, your Bluetooth and everything like that. This side you get a little mute switch as well as your cruise control. Now back here, of course, you get your turn signals. Over here you get your windshield wipers. This steering wheel is power tilting and telescoping, and it does it rather quickly. You can see this wheel moves crazy fast. Moving over here to the center stack, you get your door lock switch right here, your hazard lights, as well as your glove box release. Now, one of the cool things Fisker did is not a diagram of a glove box. It's actually a diagram of literally a glove. And that releases this right here. Moving to the screen, you can see a really large screen for 2012. Not as large as the competitor Tesla Model S. However, it's still a very decent size. If I had to just eyeball it, I'd probably say it's either an 8 or 9 inch screen. You can see climate controls as well as basically everything else is buried into the screen. You do get Bluetooth audio, albeit the touch on the screen isn't necessarily good. You can see it is pretty laggy. It does have built-in navigation as well as some hard buttons down here. So your heated seats, defrosters, traction control, parking sensors, power folding mirrors, and the heated seat for the passenger as well. Now coming down here, you can see this nice little piece of design. It's kind of like a clear tunnel. And basically what that does is it reacts with this gear shifter right here. So you can see if you put it in drive, and then if you do reverse, neutral, or park, it'll react accordingly. Moving down here, you get your window switches. It is one touch up and down for all 4 windows, as well as your lock right here. Now, storage in this Fisker is fairly limited. You can see right in here, not much, very shallow. You get some place for your coins right here, of course, but no storage anywhere here or there. Get some little storage in the cubbies right here. Now, in the trunk of this Fisker, isn't really a spacious area neither. You can see the trunk is really small, and I mean you can fit probably a few bags of groceries in there and everything, but no golf bags or anything like that in this vehicle. All right, hopping into the back seat of the Fisker Karma, you can see there is absolutely no room in this back seat. I am about 5 feet 10 inches, and this is set to my normal driving position. You can see my knees are completely rubbing against the front seat right there. Not a lot of space to put your feet down there neither. Now, with that being said, coming over here, you get your window controls right here, as well as heated seats for the rear. So that is nice as well. The tunnel theme continues back here with these ridiculously small cup holders. You do get a nice little armrest right here, as well as 2 12 volts. That's really interesting. So no USBs of any sort in the back of this vehicle. Actually, I'm lying. There's one USB right here, the USB-A port, and you do get a 12 volt right here. So very convenient option. So if you want to hook like a rear dash cam to this one, as well as have your passengers charge their phone over here, that's pretty much the perfect setup right there. All right, now I'm gonna attempt to exit the back seat of the Fisker here. That way, we can hop up on front and go for a drive. Without further ado, let's hit the road. Alrighty, let's hit the road in this Fisker Karma right here. So one of the first things you'll notice in this Fisker is visibility is really good out the front, but kind of limited through the rear. Now, through the rear view mirror, you can see a little bit of the back window. The back window is pretty small, but through the front, you get a really large windscreen. The hood is actually rather long, so it feels like you're in a really long vehicle here. Steering feels tight. We're just exiting a parking lot right now. Suspension feels pretty good as well on this vehicle. You can hear the 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder warming up right there, since this vehicle's battery is flat. Nice stopping power as well. All right, taking it out to the road. Now, my first impression, it basically drives like a sports car. I mean, the steering is tight, throttle is responsive, braking feels good. Now, we're gonna find out a little more once we actually get on this highway over here. Now, pedal to the metal right there, you can see this car does pull. You can hear that generator working overtime right there. Now, this vehicle is as sporty as it may look. It's really more focused to be a luxury car, so you're not getting like a 2.5 second 0 to 60 like some of the Tesla performance models do, but you're riding in style. You know, like, keep in mind, you're driving a beautiful piece of machinery right here, designed by Henrik Fisker. Beautiful, beautiful car inside out. This being 12 years old and with 54,000 miles on the clock, you do hear a little bit of rattles here and there when you go over slight bumps like the lane cubes and things like that, but nothing too bad. Drive is really smooth. Suspension is stiff, but not in a bad way. You're still really comfortable. It feels like you're in control, and this vehicle definitely feels agile for sure. All right, moving into this U-turn corner right here. I'm gonna be taking it at around 35 miles an hour. Body roll is definitely there, not significant, but nevertheless it is there. Getting out of the turn, pedal to the metal, a little bit of squealing right there, and we are on the road. That's foot all the way down. Definitely has some power to it. Like I said, 403 horsepower, ladies and gentlemen. Definitely a pleasant driving experience for sure. All right, we're pulling back in now, and basically my honest thoughts on this vehicle: super nice to drive. It's certainly not fast by any means, but it does get the job done. You can feel the power, you have a lot of traction, and the handling is pretty good as well. Not super impressed by the way it drives, but it definitely holds its own for sure. Let's park this thing up and we're gonna talk about my true thoughts about this vehicle. Alrighty, taking one last look at this beautiful Fisker Karma. We're ending this video right here, and all I have to say is this is one beautiful car. Super luxurious, super stylish, sporty, all of the above. It checks all the boxes in the looks category. Driving impressions, pretty good as well. It's very comfortable, a little bit of sporty on the inside, and it's not a race car, but it definitely delivers on the luxurious side. Basically, what I can say is it looks the way it drives. So very nice drive experience, comfortable. You feel like you're driving a bunch of luxury. Now, I do have a few complaints about this vehicle, one of which is the center screen, of course. You can see it's responsive, but the touch sometimes it doesn't really register that quick. Let me close this door so it doesn't stop beeping, but you can see you get a lot of different things on the screen you can mess around with. Just a little bit of lag. Climate controls are pretty futuristic. You do this little turning dial to change the fan speed, and then you can hit that and you can change the temperature as well. This one also gonna receive a little bit of critique. While I like it, I feel like it could have been better. Just a little laggy, and it might be for this particular one, but reverse only works a little bit of the time. You can see the backup camera. I'm not expecting much. It's a 2012. It has a backup camera, so that's a plus. Coming down here, everything looks nice. Like I said, beautiful car. I mean, my number one like about this car is the looks. Can't beat it. Can't say anything bad about it. It still looks good even to this day in 2025 when it's 13 years old. But yeah, that's basically what I think about this vehicle. If y'all enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if y'all want to see another video just like this. If y'all have any suggestions, want to see certain cars or anything like that, leave it in the comments below, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching.